everybody, and welcome back to Gale and Darling Play Dangaronpa 2! We're in the void.
The limbo.
The purgatory.
The tiny hell between Chapter 2 and Chapter 3.
The thin veil between truth and lies and hope and despair.
Any calls now for who's dying next and who did it? Give me a soul read. Give me a
soul read. I think
the universe telling
the
you.
next person. I think Fuyuhiko's clear. I think Fuyuhiko's making it to the end. He's had his time. He's had his moment. It's gone now.
I feel like he's gonna be a little docile for a while, and then he's gonna come out swinging, just like on the side of the good side.
Yeah, and I hope he gets a sick eye scar from that cut. But either way, so I'm thinking it's not Nagito. I'm thinking it's Soda killed by Hiyoko.
I'm thinking Nekomaru's probably gonna be next to die.
Oh, okay, you're going for the strong guy.
I think now we really need to start considering. Now's when everyone's thinking, okay, who's the biggest threat?
Oh, true. People gotta start thinking strategically now that the numbers are dwindling.
Yeah, you can't just rely on other people to have their own motivations anymore. Now you gotta get serious.
Alright. Well, we're going to find out once we figure out what's going on.
I'm also gonna be very upset if Nagito lasts till the end.
Oh, he is.
What is the deal with his cult of Nagito? I don't get it.
Look, it's just fun.
It's not fun though. I hate half of what he says because it's just annoying.
But also, it's fun.
How is it fun? It's just cringy.
It's just a dude.
You're cringe, bro.
It's just a dude who's like... He's doing the whole, Gladion thing from Pokemon Sun and Moon. That guy in the corner just staring at his hand, being like, I have ultimate power of despair and hope and grit.
But he's so aggressive with it. He's like the we live in a society, but he just has to talk to you every 5 minutes, and you think he's normal for a bit, because he's like, oh hey, I just played the game too, what you guys think about it? Oh, by the way, we're all our own embodiments of hope against this, sea of despair that captures us.
Are you saying that he's kind of like bad vegans, but with hope instead of veganism?
Maybe not. Maybe not vegan. I've met too many respectable vegans.
That's
at this
why
point.
I prefaced with bad vegan.
That's fair. I think it's more the PC console debate. Someone who plays on PC and has to bring up, oh, you're still playing on Xbox. Oh, that's sad. Man, I can be running my screen capture and all this at the same time. Oh, because I put all this work into it and got this thing and this thing. But they just use these words so often they don't mean anything. That's what I'm getting at. The fact that hope and despair have just become meaningless, empty, vapid.
I think you've fallen in despair and just don't have enough hope.
I will.
No one's here, right?
I will bring my despair upon you.
Ooh.
Did we even see the title of Chapter 3?
No, we haven't yet.
It's nighttime.
Yeah, I can totally see it now. Those idiots. I can't wait to see surprised look on their dumb faces.
What, is she playing a prank? Is she like drawing with mustard on the wall? You're next?
But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy.
Alrighty. Or is this gonna be really cute? We walk in and it's like a surprise party. Thanks for not letting me die. Thanks for believing I'm not a murderer.
Oh, I wish being a public defender came with, like, cake.
Every time you save someone from prison, you just receive, like, a victory cake. You get very big. I want to believe
Ding
you
dong,
get
ding
very
dong.
big very fast, because I want to believe that you'd save all people.
I do have a funny story about cake being used as an actual part of a bribe in a legal trial, but I can save it for another time.
You guys, look it up. Type in the comments down below which case you believe is
this
the
wasn't
one.
the case. This was the one that, like, I know someone who was involved with.
Oh. I thought it was just something you read online.
No, this is my sister.
Oh. then maybe don't look up the case that had to be bribed by Cake.
It didn't become relevant. It's just the, okay, TLDR, my sister was a social worker. And she was going to be asked to be like a witness testimony on a trial about this person. An old friend from high school contacted her and said, hey, just saw you're in town. Do you want to get some, like, get a snack or something? She's like, okay, sure. So she goes out. It's weird because she says hi to this girl, and then this girl just buys her, like, a piece of cake and a coffee, and then just looks at her phone for 2 hours, and then just leaves. And then find out the next day, wow, that girl from high school is the enemy attorney. It's the attorney on the other side. And literally it was like, okay, so I'm pretty sure she bought me cake to make me more friendly to her side. It did not work because she pissed me off more by not talking to me for 2 hours. Like, that was actually antagonistic to their cause.
I could be bought off with cake. And so can Hajime this morning.
Man, your transitions
are bad. No one give me credit for these. In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Would he end up with a cool eye scar? I needed to know. I mean, look at that face. It really could use a sick eye scar.
There's no scratch on him, though. It looks like it's all robot blood.
But there clearly is scratches on him. It's just the same pink as the rest because it's a bloody wound.
I hate the pink thing with this game.
Involving himself in Pekko's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? Well,
is he gonna be half mech?
He goes in, he's a cyborg. He's like, I've gained a laser arm. Let us take on Monokuma now. Beep beep. And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? What if Monokuma turns him into a cyborg? No! Worry consumes my heart. My body feels terribly burdened. But that worry ends here. I like how that's outspoken. Like,
I don't get the transitions, between, like, JD's fantasy and real life talking.
Yeah, the blue stuff's in his head, and then he just looks out the window. But that worry ends here! Like, the neighbor looks over, it's like, Soda. What the heck are you doing? What are you talking about? There's no way I could just lay here and do nothing. That would probably keep me alive, and I need to go out and find out who gets murdered next. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant, I said to the Monokuma figures on the shelf.
Let's see what the prologue was.
That's right, just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question Monokuma afterwards. I'm definitely going to find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not, and if he's a cyborg with a cool eye scar.
I love how this time hopefully no one's making those promises if no one else is gonna die, but like, small goals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure Fuyuhiko is alive. I can do that.
Are you a cyborg? Good morning, Sonia. Huh? Hajime?
You insolent fool!
Get back! Who do you think I am?
I am sorry.
That was unintentional. It is okay. Please be your usual self.
Did we walk out with our...
Yeah.
We were wearing pants, right?
Look down. Oh god, my zipper! That was close. I was really going to kneel before her. You know, her magical voice that just makes you feel like you've got to prostrate yourself before your queen. I am terribly sorry. I was so worried about Fuyuhiko turning into a cyborg that I could not sleep at all. That must be why my face looks terrible. I was just so embarrassed to be seen like this.
Oh, girl.
I am ashamed.
I shall go wash my face and come back one more time. Now then, ta-ta.
Girl, your face is perfect.
It really is. Like,
it's almost like she's just 2D. They didn't change anything about her face.
Yeah, I would kill for skin that, flawless.
Like, to own or, like, to have?
You know, that's an important distinction, and I will not provide it.
5 minutes before this episode, we were talking about cutting off each other's face and wearing it as a mask.
For fun! For fun! She looked like she normally does.
Yeah, I don't have that face swap app, so I gotta...
But just as I thought, Sonia and I were worrying about the same thing.
Her complexion?
Is Fuyuhiko really a cyborg? I'm gonna keep saying that until the joke becomes not funny and then circles around to funny again.
I'm gonna keep saying it until it really happens. I gotta find the fan art of this. Someone give me the link to a fanfic where Fuyuhiko is a cyborg and an angel.
Chiaki, is this just where you live? Good morning, Chiaki. I'm so happy you were neither the murdered nor the murderer in the last case. I really was worried after you went off about all that I don't want anybody else to die shtick.
Good morning, Deputy.
Hey.
Yeah, good morning. You're up earlier than usual. Yeah, I couldn't really stay put and do nothing. I see. Gaming as usual. No, I have a slight feeling she's deliberately concentrating on her game. Like she's trying to keep her sadness from showing by being completely focused in gaming.
Story of my life.
Or is it just me?
That's how I got through high school. That's how I got through college.
That's how I'm getting through now.
That's
this
how I'm
moment.
Getting through. Why do you think we're playing games right now? Because we can't afford a couples therapist.
Oh god, the feelings of our impending marriage. They're coming into my brain. We gotta play Dangaronpa now. That's our advice. Couples any couple listening, listen to this together and think gaming. That's how you keep your brain in check.
Well, Hajime, you're already here?
Hyoko, you're the only one here? What are you acting so anxious about? We already proved you weren't the murderer.
I'm not acting anxious. I just happened to be awake by coincidence, so I just came here early.
I see. This girl. There's something strange. Is she trying to pull some kind of dirty trick again?
She's going to poison the water hole.
Well... I kind of wish it really was mustard on the walls just saying you're next. This is a bit much.
No, it was a summoning circle for Aranakfu.
Oh god, have you been playing too much World of Warcraft, Hyoko?
No, that's Diablo.
Oh, too much Diablo, I'm so sorry. I should have gotten my evil demon villains
I get what this is supposed to be. But I just want to hear her say it.
I think she's trying to hold a funeral?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a memorial.
Where'd she get the cow skulls?
Remember they were killing the cows for food in the big dinner thing?
Yeah, but they kept the skulls and cleaned them off?
I mean, 2D skulls aren't that hard to store.
Wah, wah, wah.
You remember the physics of that cow.
What the heck is this? Oh, it's so much worse in, like, real vision. Okay, go back. A panel has been propped up. It's giving off a dreadful, unsettling vibe. And actual dark smoke is pouring out of the back.
Well, we needed to find some power so that we could defeat Monokuma, so I summoned him.
I summoned his father. The demon Beelzebub. No, Gundam just pops out from behind. I know this ritual. There's a bunch of photos pasted all over it. Didn't Mahiru take these photos? Nah, some other chick with a camera did it. But what's with this terrifying on me? Oh, the candles are bones. They're cow legs. Oh dear, Hyoko, I appreciate the effort. The heart was in the right place.
Are you kidding me? I want Hyoko to decorate our wedding.
Oh god.
What's your wedding theme? Bone.
Yay! Oh, what's this? What an adorable decoration! I don't know who did it, but they must have spent so much time and effort doing their best to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, Mahiru's going to be happy too. I don't know who did this, but we should be grateful to them. right?
Hyoko? Ooh, Hyoko.
I think the hair ties are a little too tight. I think the kimono's been on a little too long.
Hey, Hyoko, did you...
Good morning. It's so rare to run into you two here. What are you looking at? Huh? What are these horrifying photos?
I expected that reaction.
We're bringing Mahiru back to life.
Yo, what happened?
What's up? What's up? Is it a brawl?
Yo, what's all this ruckus in the morning?
This is bad. This is bad. Please take a look at these photos.
Huh? Photos? Whoa, what the heck?
Hey!
What kind of ominous crap is this? Is this something used for sorcery? This is clearly an insult against Mahiru,
Aww.
or an attempt to resurrect her from her sullen state.
I feel bad for Hyoko. Hyoko probably tried her hardest to create something to represent her dead friend. And everybody's just like, you demon spawn who's insulting Mahiru.
Do you think that Hyoko was like raised in a mausoleum?
I think Hyoko was raised by some strange old people. Like, her parents gave her to her grandparents to learn traditional dancing.
And
so
then
she
her
learned
grandparents were about to die, so they resurrected their great-grandparents to raise her instead.
Yeah, something like that. She was raised by a series of necromancers.
All those things that she were squishing were zombies trying to come back.
Damn it. I don't know who the hell did this crap, but they got a lot of nerve. This is too much to actually treat Mahiru's photos like this.
That's also...
Oh no! I feel really bad. Why is everyone an a-hole in
Okay,
this game?
I don't blame them. That's a huge fire hazard. There's clearly not enough ventilation in that area. The smoke is just settling. And this is a food service area.
I'm just saying, the way they treat Monami and the way they treat Hyoko, the way they treat anybody in this game is awful.
Do you see a fire extinguisher in that room?
No.
There is so much wrong here.
Everyone, I understand how you guys feel, but it's probably...
Good morning, everyone.
Oh.
Good mongrel.
Oh, look. It's one of the sacred shrines for my country.
What's with those nasty photos? They're giving off a crazy, huge, ominous aura. Something like this. There's no excuse. This is too terrible. How could someone be capable of such a heartless trick?
No, seriously, it's just...
Hey. I know, right? Seriously, it's just the
Oh.
worst. Jeez, I wonder who the hell did it.
Huh?
You're right. There's no way Mahiru will be happy with this.
Oh, baby, I want to hug you. I want to give you a big old hug. I'm so sad.
She won't just be unhappy. I'm sure she'll be so angry she'll cry tears of blood.
No! Nekomaru, Hajime, stop this. Stop this now!
Dude, are Fuyuhiko and Nekomaru gonna have matching face scars?
Ooh, sick.
Man, who the hell did this? No, we'll have to search for the criminal later. In the meantime... Fire! Start the fire! We'll have a grand bonfire so Mahiru can reach Nirvana!
Seriously, this is...
Hold it. You can't. Someone took their time to make this memorial so we can mourn for Mahiru. You can't burn it. Mourn Mahiru?
Yeah, I looked in her journals. Turns out she was into some dark stuff. This is how she wanted to go.
You sure it's not the other way around?
You see, Mahiru took a lot of pictures of dead cow skulls. She had them arranged above her bed every
I found
night.
a box of jewelry made entirely of human finger bones.
She really was a weirdo, so this is the best way to send her off.
Remember that journalist that Sparkling Justice interviewed? It was her.
I'm pretty sure whoever made this is totally disrespecting Mahiru.
You think so?
Really? I think it's just a little clumsy.
See?
Why don't you take a closer look at the intent instead of focusing on appearances?
Perhaps.
Despite their clumsiness, I'm sure whoever made this probably did their very best. If you look at it carefully, don't you feel like you can sense their feelings? Chiaki, you're the best deputy.
You are.
You are the best, Chiaki.
Mahiru's not alone. She'll be with us now and forever.
That said, this is 100% something that Nagito would do.
This was probably made with those feelings.
Which is why I feel like it should not exist.
Right?
So I definitely think, yep, it's a nice decoration.
I see.
After hearing you say that, I'm starting to feel the same thing.
You sure are simple-minded.
I don't really want to burn it. Huh?
It cannot be.
Was the person who made this? Mahiru was really, really nice. She politely taught me how to tie my kimono. She was really good at taking care of others. Mahiru's probably lonely by herself. So I'm going to kill one of you so that you can join her. It'll be great. You'll have a fun party.
I'll sacrifice you upon this bone pyre.
Mikon, you seem to be the closest with Mahiru, so I guess you're up. Get on the chopping block.
So I wanted to tell her that she's not alone, even if she's in heaven.
Yoko, you...
I did want to make it look better, but unless I'm dancing, I'm so clumsy at whatever I do.
All we had for decoration were skulls and bones.
I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I spoke out of turn without considering your feelings at all.
Sorry, Hyoko.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she said it. What she said.
No.
How should I put this? It looks like we misunderstood. Now that I take a closer look, it looks like you put a lot of thought into the decorations.
The theming of death was very cohesive.
For now.
So, let's keep this thing around until we get off this island.
No.
No.
No, it should come up with us when we get off this
No.
island too.
No!
It would be a waste to leave behind such wonderful photos.
You are in a wood building!
They can stop the candles.
Please turn out... Okay, if they turn out the candles, I'm better with it. Please, just...
So we're not gonna burn it?
Impossible! Of course not! We would never burn it!
You.
Weren't you the one who started shouting that?
I got it.
Fine, then I'll forgive you all. Except Mikon, of course.
She's going to die to join Mahiru.
Why are you so strict with me?
I see.
Man,
I see.
it's so unexpected. I really can't imagine Hyoko being so diligent and earnest about something.
Oh, I hired Nagito to do it.
Who cares about that? Hyoko has a very kind heart.
No, she doesn't.
Not it.
Kind. Oh, come on, it's not like that. I'm still gonna murder Mikon to send her to Mahiru,
She's
so...
done one nice thing.
Jeez.
Stop it already.
I mean, she is growing in my opinion, but jumping as far to say she had a kind heart, no.
Hey, nobody else made a funeral for one of the dead people.
No, we just made it our intent to stop others in their name. You know, we didn't need to, assemble the skulls.
Look, Byakuya didn't get a funeral. Teru didn't get a funeral. No one's giving Peko a funeral. Look, only one person cared enough about another person to do this for him.
You don't have to be embarrassed.
Stop it.
Seriously, stop it. Don't tease me.
Don't tease me or I'll Mahiru you.
Hyoko is so adorable when she's embarrassed.
Shut up.
Shut the bleep up, you pig-faced troll.
Why only me? At any rate, I hope it's finally settled now.
It is very like you guys to settle things like this.
Really? It feels like we made such a huge fuss about it and finally settled things.
It is settled.
What if Chiaki's the traitor? Do we just have to put everything bad on Chiaki because there's no way that she could be this perfect?
I don't think so. It does surprise me that she was the ultimate gamer and that she didn't complete the game.
She did.
Oh, she did. Okay.
She just didn't do it first.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the traitor's gonna be someone whose ultimate is wrong or is off.
Maybe. Either way, it really throws me off to have a game about murders and mysteries and have one person who's just so genuinely good and smart.
They're just building it up so that she's gonna be the last death, so it hurts the most.
Oh yeah.
The ultimate despair.
That's just like you guys.
Well,
Little by little, you keep trying to theorize about what my true intentions are.
And then we summon the calcium demon
But-
Aranakhthu, and then we resurrect her, and that's the game.
And you're trying to understand and find the good in me. That's the reason why we can move forward without feeling despair towards our situation. Because you believe I'm going to be a good person and not the traitor all along.
yep.
Yep, you guys are all splendid.
Splendid, huh?
This body is uncooperative.
I have arrived. Apologies for the wait. What the? What is this object that is releasing such a foul aura?
Impossible!
A malice clings to Mahiru even after her death. We'll all be sucked in if we look directly at it.
I like how all of his hamsters have collapsed in his...
They're canaries. They're emotional canaries.
You're the worst.
Wow, this is a very hopeless object.
Nagito, you too?
It doesn't belong in a hopeful place like this at all. It's absolutely brimming with malice. Let's just hurry up and destroy it. I can't stand to look at it for even one more second.
Yeah, your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't count. We don't take it into account at anything.
Stand aside. I shall shatter this barbaric, blasphemous false idol to pieces. Someone give them the heartful talk again. Someone go fix Hiyoko.
Chiaki, can you say the thing again about the feelings inside and the clumsy and the hope? Now that you two are here, do you still think we're splendid?
Looks like it's gonna take a little more time.
I completely agree. The scene unfolding in front of me was so embarrassing, all I could do was sigh. But at least it was a peaceful scene. However, we didn't realize just how short-lived this peace would be. I mean, we thought we'd at least get 2 days of peace before the next murder.
Hiko's back?
Even though we were finally bonding, a situation was brewing, like a huge fracture running between us all. And that would be a trigger for the truly horrible and atrocious incident where half of us just killed the other half, and it was really wild. Not just for me, but for every single one of us. We just hadn't realized it yet.
Let's
The power of foresight is incredible.
Chapter 3. Trapped by the Ocean's Scent.
There's a cinema in the next island.
Daily life.
We're gonna go to the movies.
Oh.
Movies.
Phew, I'm stuffed. I can't eat another dang bite.
Hey, man, you sure do eat a lot. Don't you ever worry about, like, choking?
Yo.
I never get worried. You don't? Wait, what of Hiko? Is he really a cyborg? I was so concerned. I could not sleep at all last night, having dreams of Terminator 2.
Plus, if his fate is in Monokuma's paws, I'm even more concerned.
If only I could have tended to his wounds somehow. I wish I wasn't so useless. Well, I don't think you guys should worry about it.
You.
Do you just forget everything that happens when you eat?
Yep.
Alright.
Now that I got a belly full of food, I'm all set. So,
I'll show you my serious side.
leave the rest to me. I'll question Monokuma and avenge Fuyuhiko.
That's obviously
Avenge?
wrong.
He's not even dead.
He's only a cyborg. That's only like half dead.
What vengeance? You just want to test your skill.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She flat out admitted it.
Hello.
Okay, everybody. Oh god, that's not your voice at all. God. Okay, everyone. Can I have your attention, please?
Do you need some more helium?
Yes.
Oh, it's you, Monomi. What do you want?
over now thanks to you. Huh?
I really can't get that voice. Oh my god.
I'll go get the helium.
Did I just ruin the mood? Jeez, don't treat me so harshly. I did my very best today, too.
Hey, who the hell are you? We're talking about something important, so go away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Stop it!
Wait, no, I definitely don't want to be treated like an outsider.
Just what do you want? What do you mean I did my very best?
Oh, you finally asked me.
Third island?
Hey!
Now once again, I've defeated a Mono Beast. How do you like me now? I worked hard, didn't I?
If you defeated a mono beast, that means...
Ding 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 ding!
That's right, you're now able to visit yet another island. So let's all live happily ever after with each other this time, okay? No more getting tricked by Monokuma. No more thinking about leaving this island.
Love, love!
Let's all live together peacefully as best friends.
A new island, huh? Maybe now we'll finally find it. A way to get off this island and go home. No! That's the only thing we have! That's our one and only home!
Could it be?
Huh? Are you guys thinking about leaving the island? Even though I just said not to?
Do you have a minute?
More importantly, Monomi, what happened to Fuyuhiko? Is it true that he is a cyborg now? I've heard it through the grapevine.
Huh? Fuyuhiko? You see? I don't really know.
I won't be fooled.
Miss Sonia, can't you see she's a waste of time asking her? In the end, she's just Monokuma's ally.
You fiend.
You're also part of that mysterious World Ender organization, aren't you?
Hey!
That's the organization that brought us to this island, right? Since you're the one who brought us to this island, that's gotta be it.
Hey!
Hey, I don't know if you're a rabbit or a pig, but just what are you planning?
This is a great opportunity. It's time you finally filled us in.
What a dilemma. But that's the one thing I can't say.
Bye-bye!
Truly, this is the tragedy of middle management.
Hold on a sec!
Okay, she's got a pulse.
She ran away again. She's always like this when things get inconvenient for her.
Well,
Oh well, who cares about Monomi? More importantly, she mentioned a new island. What should we do?
Sorry, I'm looking at details.
However,
Or lack thereof.
Take that how you will. I do not think
Were
we should
you
be
just
exploring when
staring
Fuyuhiko's in
into
danger.
Nagito's eyes? His dull, lifeless gray eyes.
You know, transfixed by the crazy inside. Who knows? Like I said, interpret at your own discretion.
hey,
But we must move forward, no matter what despair stands in our way. That's what hope should be.
Okay, but if you actually want to know what I noticed, he's got like a thin arm and a thick arm. Like I don't get that art. Like he's got a plump arm and then he's got an arm that looks like it's dehydrated and malnourished.
I'm trying to figure out why this island, which has no currency aside from Monokuma coins, has prices.
Oh, that is also true. Anyway, it's just weirded me out. I just noticed it. What hope? You always say that just before you lead us into a trap.
there's something wrong with
Jeez, you're seriously just as annoying as Monokuma.
hey,
I'm also worried about Fuyuhiko, but is it really okay if we just stay here and call him a cyborg? We don't even know if he's a cyborg yet. I feel like that's jumping the cart, putting the cart before the horse.
Little mixed metaphor there.
Isn't it better if we do what we can and just prepare to love him even if he is a cyborg? What we can, huh? She's right. Let's try to find a way off this island and a way to love a cyborg before he comes back.
you are right.
Fuyuhiko will not recover any faster if we just stand around and talk about cyborg ethics.
I agree with Miss Sonia.
All right.
Then it's decided. Let's explore and search for a new hope. Is that what's showing at the movie theater? A New Hope?
So, wouldn't it be faster to just beat up the rest of the Mono Beasts and search all the islands in one go?
Leave it to me.
If that strange-looking rabbit can defeat one, it should be easy for us too.
Hold on.
Hey, don't think about doing anything reckless. Anyway, let's begin. Let's open the way to a hope-filled future with our very own hands.
Even the half-desiccated ones.
No, he played a lot of tennis.
After all that, I feel like we're doing exactly what Nagito wants us to do.
He's got a bowler's arm.
In order to prepare for exploring the new island, we left the restaurant and into Fuyuhiko the Cyborg. I've come to destroy you all. I'm sorry, it's so stupid, but I find it so funny. This is my show. I'll make whatever stupid jokes I want. You can't stop me.
Oh.
Oh, should we go to the ranch? Hi, we gotta... Oh, I wanted to check on the 2D cows and see if they've been completely demolished.
No.
If I'm a slowpoke, it'll be sunset before I know it. I should go explore the new island for now. Fine.
Let's go to 3 Island.
Actually, let's check our pet.
Hi, Snake Emmy. How you doing?
Should we give her a present?
Sure, I'll give her a present.
I'll give her some mineral water.
Take it, Snake Emmy.
I think that means she liked it. Yep.
I think that's a sign of affection.
Her despair is gone.
Hey, look, it's Third Island. We got Falcon and Mohawk horse lion.
I think it's supposed to be a lion.
Mohawk lion.
Have we already defeated the greatest game? Man.
Monomi was right. The Mono Beast that was blocking this bridge is gone. Then, if we cross this bridge, we should reach the new island.
That is how crossing bridges works.
With a feeling of hope in my chest that overshadowed any lingering fear or nervousness I felt, I crossed the bridge that led to the new island.
So this is the 3rd island. This is completely different compared
Is
to
this
the previous
just an island with a big old sign that says Titty Typhoon on it?
This episode is just me laughing so much, and I'm so sorry, but...
What? So this is the 3rd island. The ambiance is completely different compared to the previous islands. I think there's a strip club right in the front door. The residents and ruins are all in shambles. It barely feels like a resort. And not just that, there's definitely no sign of any people either. Just strippers.
Titty Typhoon.
What kind of typhoon was it? A small one. A small one? Yeah, a small one. You know those itty bitty titty typhoons.
It's the porn cover of Sharknado.
It just feels a little dangerous somehow. It might be better to proceed cautiously and definitely not bring my wallet into Titty Typhoon.
There's a hospital.
Fuyuhiko? Fuyuhiko! Are you a cyborg yet?
Oh, but it's like one of those bad hospitals.
Oh god. Looks like this is the hospital's lobby. The ambience feels like something out of a horror film. I definitely don't want to be a patient here.
I am very confused as to why some buildings are in really good condition, like the library, and some of them, like the hospital, are not. Their priorities were not well established.
Well, like Monokuma said, Monomi will be able to fix everything except for, murder stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's just, they're not going to get to this island for a while. We'll repair it later. We'll focus on Titty Typhoon first.
Holy shit!
Oh, I'm sorry I scared you. But don't worry, even if you have a heart attack from getting too scared, this is a hospital after
That
all.
has a fire extinguisher! Take it, put it where it matters!
The moment I have a heart attack, I'll definitely have something I need to be worried about. If you cause a heart attack, is it murder?
No, I don't think... Using the elements of the law for murder, I don't think you can... It would be very hard to prove that you intentionally caused a heart attack. That was your intent. Maybe, actually. Depends on if eggshell skull rule applies here, where the frailty of the victim basically cannot be part of the defense that they didn't do it, right? If you cause an effect, knowing that that is a possibility, you basically take full responsibility if that thing happens.
Great. The
Hey,
moment
you
I have a heart
asked!
attack...
It's a complicated legal question that I don't have an answer to.
This hospital is a little strange. I can't find any doctors, nurses, or... I couldn't find people in a deserted island that has had no people on it the entire time.
Just as I thought. Here too. Darn, that doesn't bode well for the strip club.
We're gonna find an entire island's population. They've just been too distracted by the strip club.
Dang it, there's nobody here either. What's going on with this island? The same thing that's gone on with every island so far. You're on an island that was guarded by a mech, and you are in a killing game run by a psychotic two-tone teddy bear.
Also, we're pretty sure that this island was made for this killing game. It was modeled after real ones, but this one is fake, made for you. It was never inhabited.
Yeah, so why do you keep
Because
looking
you're
for
part
people?
of a simulation.
Why do you keep looking for people?
I noticed all the medical supplies are still here. I'm not sure they'll be useful unless we check them. That means I need to go check them, right? Understood. I'll go ahead and do that in a flash, so please don't hate me.
Mekon frantically ran to the other end of the hall, of the dark hall. I can read, and disappeared, making a huge fuss as she left. I guess that means it's okay to leave this place to her, huh? Oh, hi, Gundam. Alright, let's read the
check the
bulletin.
Monokumas as well.
There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. But there's no one on this island, so who is this notice written for? Me! Well, read it. Read it. Read it.
Look, we can read it if you want. You know I really don't care. You know there's only one thing I'm concerned with right now. Also, should we talk to Gundam?
Hey. The patient room and consultation room are beyond this point, right? Well, it's fine if I leave it to Mekon. That feels like this is where the next murder is gonna happen if it's not letting us see something.
Most definitely. Of all people, it seems I've immersed myself in nostalgia.
I remember when I worked in a hospital.
I was
Gundam?
raised in a haunted hospital. This place is similar to the place where the mark of defeating the devil was carved into my body long ago.
You mean that eye scar?
I
Or
hope so.
Do you mean that bandaged hand? Or do you mean something on your body that is covered by scarves and or shirts and or jackets and or pants?
This heart-shaped transtamp.
The mark of defeating the devil!
How pitiful.
I have said too much. Forget what you have heard, for your sake.
He was the one who volunteered that information, and now he's already telling me to forget it. Alright, cool.
Let's go to the strip club
If it's next,
today.
it's next! It's a music venue.
I love the
That's-
swirling as well. That's supposed to be...
Look, that's code for strip club, guys. This building, with its gaudy and tasteless neon lights, obviously looks suspicious.
There ain't nothing godly about this building.
I can't say for sure there's no danger, but I should cautiously check what's inside.
You hear. Next up.
It's charity! But not the good kind.
Sorry.
Yahoo!
The two people I expected to be in here. This is actually, well, them and soda.
Is that a bar that just says tequila, a beer? What the? Why are you shouting so suddenly? Don't surprise me like that.
Are we gonna have a concert?
The truth is so overwhelming that I can't help shouting out.
That's totally it.
Because this is a music venue, right?
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
it.
I never expected to find a music venue. I can't help feeling excited. I never expected to find a music video. I can't help feeling excited. Huh? Did I just say that twice?
Huh?
Huh? Did I just say that twice?
Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital? There's one just down the road a little bit. It's a little creepy, but I'm sure they could get your head looked at.
No problem.
Not at all. I'm totally fine. I'm also now replaced by a cyborg.
No problemo.
I'm totally fine.
Totally replaced by a cyborg.
Huh? Did I just say that twice again?
Okay, I'm not repeating it. You don't look very okay.
Man, with a venue like this, Ibuki has no choice but to lend a helping hand. This is just the beginning. I'll invite everyone to this wonderful feeling. It's like the smug feeling you get when you explain something with an elaborate metaphor no one understands.
Deep words in a strip club.
I feel like I understand, but at the same time, I don't understand. Oh well, if you're really taking a liking to this music venue, I'll leave you to investigate it.
Leave it to me, like, let me bite ya.
They have a bunch of ramen sauce packets.
I'm tired. I should hurry up and go check out another place.
Okay, so at least with US laws, I doubt anyone here is old enough to drink, right? Maybe Nekomaru, because that dude's like 30.
Yeah. There's a stage. I'll probably never have a chance to be in the limelight.
Probably good for everyone.
So this is the baton lighting's control paddle. Apparently you can control the baton lighting with this. Staff only. It says staff only on the door. It's probably some sort of storage room.
Oh, that's
I might
where-
as well check inside.
What's his name? Tony Soprano, that's where he went. Ooh. Ooh.
There's a lot of different instruments here, including drum sets and guitars. Looks like there's stage design stuff too. Paint, stage lights, wallpapers, and curtains. I guess there's nothing special that we need right now. A mirror. I need to see myself. Am I a vampire? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check out how you look.
Stack of records?
Sticker.
Oh.
There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing.
Are those guitar straps or are those just Tommy Wiseau's extra belts?
I think they're guitar straps.
Okay.
There's carpeting, wallpaper, even different paints. It's probably stuff used for livening up the stage design of live performances.
So they really are trying to make this look like a music venue. Then why did they call it Titty Typhoon?
I have no answer. I cannot tell you the minds of
The
people.
creators. I wonder if that was just a translation thing.
But it not only would have had to go through translation, it would have had to go through art design because they had to make the building. So like that was a multi-level translation error if it was a translation error. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there's also a banjo, and no one's ever seen a banjo before because they're not real instruments.
There's it looks like a soprano and maybe a Barry ukulele.
There are two stepladders next to each other. They're like twins, brothers. It would be sad to see them separate.
Well, they're not quite twins, they're stepladders.
Oh, you're right. They might be required for stage design. They might even be used for stuff like film projects.
Ooh,
Alright.
are we gonna get like a creepy psychopath murder film?
That'd be funny. Someone makes a torture movie. They're just like, I'm done with this game. I'm just gonna be creative.
Amazing.
What a splendid place, Hajime. This must be the fabled disco.
Not quite. I like how it says bar, tequila, and then on the left is just titty. Like, not even Titty Typhoon, just titty.
On the far right, the other side says Typhoon, but
Disco. It is where hip youngsters do the do with their afros and their go-go pants and their hammer style. Such is the way of the disco, I've heard.
Is MC Hammer disco? I don't think so. I think he was just post-disco.
Such is what I have heard. I am not fluent in disco.
I think he's part of the post-disco hip-hop phase. No, probably a bit after.
I don't know, man. I just saw a Goofy movie. That's all I know about. That's all. Well, the second one is all I know about disco. Is where hip youngsters wear feather fans and tight clothes as they dance their go-go's and lambadas. Brum, 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 brum.
You're thinking of a bibliothèque.
No, that's a library in Spanish.
No, discotheque. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry. Which has kind of been a more generalized term for like a dance hall, dance venue.
I have no clue what Sonia's talking about. Neither do I, Hajime.
Bye-bye. We'll be back, I promise.
Back to the titty typhoon.
See what else is on third island.
Ooh, tumbleweed. Chase the tumbleweed. Oh, I'm too fast.
Okay. A motel.
That's not right, yo.
That's also going to be creepy. Let's go to the next one.
And
a shanty town.
And a movie theater.
5 things on this island.
The Wizard of Monami.
What's the last thing you want to explore on this island before we finish?
Yeah, we got time. If we read fast, we might be able to get through it all.
We don't read fast.
Well, we have to try. It's a small building with guest accommodations and a parking lot. This is supposed to be a motel, right? I'm not old enough for this. I've seen them before in movies, but it's my first time actually seeing one in person.
Wow, what a rundown motel. It looks pretty unsanitary, too. It's just like Hajime's house. I've been there before.
You've never seen my house.
Oh, I didn't know you were here. You don't stand out at all, so I didn't notice you.
Okay, she has some bad insults, but that was a pretty good one.
Anyway, this place is seriously run down. It's like the perfect home for minimum wage workers.
Don't call me out like that.
Oh, whoa. That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
But we gotta make sure we check it out thoroughly. It's possible there might be a clue here.
If you think so, why don't you go inside and look around instead of standing around here doing nothing? But making creepy altars in the night.
Hey!
You're probably too vulgar to get this, but there's a saying, praise a fool and you may make him useful.
What's that supposed to mean?
See, that's what I mean. Those insults that really get to the heart of the matter. That's the ones I like.
Akane was checking out the inside. After I gave her a little praise, she got really excited about it. A dumb butt like her is pretty rare, so we gotta make sure she's treated well.
If her rotten attitude is this extreme, I can't really take it personally.
Oh, she'll make it personal later, I'm sure.
It's a bunch of similar looking private rooms. The insides probably look the same too. It's dark and slightly dirty. There's no doubt a room like this would be perfect in a crime movie. If it's just to stay the night, the cottage is good enough.
Hey, I have a dumb question.
Yeah?
Is it called the Motel Hotel? Motel and hotel are different things, so one of them is accurate and one of them is part of the name.
I want to know. Hey, look, computers.
Hey, look, exposed current through copper wire.
Yeah, you know how you were talking about that fire hazard earlier?
Also bad. Oh, this is kind of like a, so they're not super popular in America, but in anime, I have learned it's popular to have a lot of tech stores next to each other. Like a tech district.
There are a bunch of street booths filled with electric appliances at the back of a narrow alleyway. Perfect for getting shanked in the middle of the night.
Or perfect for getting shocked at any point in the day.
Machines and other parts are cluttered together on the display. It definitely seems fishy. But wait, there's more! With this many machines, we could probably find something we can use for two-way communication, right? Looks like it's best if I search around here. We got TVs.
Oh, hey, Soda.
Soda creeping in the corner.
In voyeur...
Is that a Monokuma or just Monokuma.
Huh?
Oh,
I've been
sombrero
found.
Monokuma.
He was hiding in what was explicitly called Voyeur Corner.
What is this? There are so many machines. Just by looking at them, I
It
can't
looks
tell.
like a lot of cameras, pin cameras, and receivers.
Is this the spy venue?
Sure. It's for secret agent stuff.
I don't really recommend that section.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've already looted it.
Isn't spy stuff cool?
Well, I'm pretty sure amateurs won't really get it.
Oh,
So there's some ancient-looking surveillance cameras, too.
wait, how do I go back? B.
Go back to the menu. Transcript is select.
Oh, that's a transcript. I'm pretty
All
sure.
that stuff there. It's all machines used for stuff like wiretapping and recording secret videos.
There we go.
Like, secret agent stuff and nothing else.
Machines used for recording secret videos, huh? I guess I could use some.
Hey, don't get it twisted. I just have mechanical knowledge of these things. I've never actually used them before, alright?
No, I didn't think you were a spy, Soda, so why would I think you've used them before?
Thank you for trying so hard.
No one said you did.
Hey, speaking of surveillance cameras, we're being constantly videotaped and wiretapped by Monokuma, right?
So let's wiretap him back.
Like, I'm kinda jealous because... What does he see when he's watching Miss Sonia?
You, creeping in the background. That bush conveniently moving every time she goes from the left side of her room to the right. He says he's never used them before. If I let him be, he's the type of person who'll eventually use them. I better go in and just break everything.
Just set it on fire.
There's a lot of CRT TVs lined up here. They all look really old. It looks like they're not designed for terrestrial digital broadcasting. But they are designed for extraterrestrial digital broadcasting. The aliens! They're here! Not that it matters. It looks like the TV signal isn't reaching here anyway. Oh! Oh!
In the
Did you see that conversation I have with Chuck? Deputy, don't get the wrong impression. I just want to be a spy.
I think we can check each store and they'll talk to Chiaki.
So this is the cell phone corner. Looks like they don't get reception. Even with all this variety, they may as well be paperweights. But the coolest paperweights. Parts corner! There's a lot of electric appliances in this mess, including home appliances and acoustic equipment. All of these look old. Do they even still work? Various desktop and laptop computers are arranged in a disorderly manner, like
So
a pile
disorderly.
of oversized trash.
All
Really?
those monitors are just terrible.
Though they're a little old-fashioned and run down, they all look like they could still be used. I don't know what's so old-fashioned about them. I mean, unless they're chunky in the back, but they don't look chunky in the back. It looks like a perfectly fine monitor. To me, did I say something stupid?
I'm just really resisting. I was gonna make a joke about Chunky in the back.
Oh, okay. I know. If we can connect to the internet, we might be able to call for help with these.
But the internet's down because the world has been destroyed.
Or the internet's down because we are the internet.
Can you get the internet in the internet?
I don't know.
Quantum internet. Internetception.
As soon as I thought of that, I grabbed a random laptop, pulled it out of the pile, and turned it on. It actually was a GameCube! Or a PS2, really would be more apt for that sound. I tried to see if it will connect to the internet.
Hacker noises.
It's no use, looks like it's not connecting.
Is that what your ultimate is? Are you the ultimate super hacker?
I am the ultimate disappointment. That means I tried to be the ultimate hacker, but I just couldn't hack it.
Let's talk to Chiaki.
Though there's no way it'd be that easy, but just when I was about to give up, my eyes noticed the strange icons arranged on the desktop. Usami X-File? Is that like a spin-off series of the
I was
X-Files?
gonna say it's like one of those, shot for shot movies, but it's Usami and Monomi doing the X-Files.
Usami is Monomi.
Sorry, Usami and Monokuma.
Without thinking, I clicked that strangely named icon.
Don't do it. Don't. Oh.
Well, it's not his personal computer, right? It's just a computer.
Okay, it's a document file based on the format.
It looks like it's some kind of report about the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This horrendous event originated with blank,
Ooh.
the students of Hope's Peak Academy, the students of the Reserve Department.
We
blank,
are the Reserve Department.
dissatisfied with being treated different. Oh. I scanned across the words displayed upon the screen. About the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This horrendous event originated with some students of Hope's Peak Academy causing a revolt. The students of the Reserve Department were dissatisfied with being treated differently than the primary department and began to fight the academy. At first, the dispute was confined to the campus, and hopes were high that it would settle down someday. But things quickly escalated. Behind the scenes of that rebellion, a huge authority was exerting its influence. Eventually, it spread like an infection, provoking riots in various parts of the world. It was unlike any previous act of terrorism or coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat, yep.
It seemed to have a much different purpose. However, no matter what we assume, we simply cannot apply reason to this subversive movement. Nonetheless, the destruction is not chaotic or disorganized. It is both purposeful and malicious. Therefore, it is a subversive moment full of despair. Hope's Peak Academy became the origin of the incident and was forced to put an end to their long history.
I mean, I'd assume they put an end to the incident when the world ended.
As for the students who survived, they were forced to kill each other as a lesson in despair.
So is the first game punishment then?
Yeah. I mean, the first game, we don't know much about the sequence up to it. We just know there's a room that was never explained that's covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like real blood. Not pink blood, red blood. And like stuff. The sisters, Junko and...
Enoshima?
Yeah, Junko Enoshima and, what's her name?
Fashion Girl.
No, that is Fashion Girl.
Oh.
Soldier is... Oh, she's the last one. Ikuro Mukusaba.
Okay.
They were part of the Ultimate Despair, which is a bigger conglomerate group. And so they plotted the whole death game, but they were also part of that class.
Okay.
So that's all we really know is that. We don't know anything about the most awful, most tragic, most evil thing in human history. We just know that they were part of it, but like how much of a part, we don't know. So
I mean, I already know the most awful, most tragic thing that ever happened in human history.
What?
Shrek 4.
Oh, you're right. It's no use, the words are too garbled to read beyond this point.
It's a notepad file. How would the words be garbled?
Yeah, but what is this?
Boy, tough crowd.
How normal. It's not normal like a dog barking. It's a normal reaction, and it's actually quite novel.
Now I'm
Hey.
angry.
Can't you react with more gusto? Don't you know how very, very important this scene is?
I'm sorry, but I am the ultimate disappointment. I'm sorry to have disappointed you too, Dad. I mean, Monokuma.
Force of habit.
Could it be? Were you the one who created this file?
What's this?
My. What makes you think that?
Because you created everything on this island? Because it's obviously the only thing I can think of. I am the ultimate disappointment. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Riots in various parts of the world. And Hope's Peak Academy getting destroyed? It sounds like something stupid you'd make up.
And?
What's Hope's Peak Academy Reserves Department? I've never heard that before, even though 100% that's us, right?
Yeah, it's gotta
That's
be.
us. We also... It explains why we all suck so much.
Yep.
Like the first cast, ooh, good characters. This cast, also good characters, but man, are they just not good people.
What?
Huh? Really? That's weird.
Of all people, you should definitely be the only one who knows about it.
Well, what do you mean?
I guess you forgot about it, along with memories of your school life, so it can't be helped.
I'm the ultimate disappointment. So I was the head of the class of ultimate disappointment?
Are you the ultimate revolutionary?
While we're on the subject of stupid things, the file said something about students who survived. Is it referring to us? Then the rest of that file is...
Hey!
Hold on a sec, you guys.
Hey!
Just what the heck have you guys been talking about? Doesn't make any sense.
Shut up, Soda. I'm having a conversation with my dad. I mean, Monokuma.
Movies with no images. Music with no sound. Novels with no words. These are things that truly don't make any sense.
What are you saying?
So you can't say something this simple doesn't make any sense.
Who cares about that? Just answer me, Dad. Were you proud of me? Did you care at all that I left?
No.
I wouldn't know an important story like that, because the only thing I'm good for is being cute.
Dang it. He ran away again to get more cigarettes at the corner store. I hope he comes back this time.
Hey, Hajime.
Don't worry. It's going to be fine. Dad always comes back. That's it. That's definitely it.
I'm trying not to address your actual dad, and that's why I'm not responding to any of this.
Guys, don't worry. My dad's has been in the picture for my entire life. He's a good dad. No dad issues.
I'm saying nothing. I'm holding my comments.
Alright, Chiaki, what do you have to say to send us off? Beautiful. Somehow it looks like she's fishing things out of a pile of electronic appliances. I'm gonna make an electronic DS so that I can play Nintendogs.
I made something that'll make us all live happily here. It's called Wii Sports.
Chiaki, what happened? Are you looking for something?
Well,
Yeah, I was wondering if there are any game consoles in here. Sometimes old hardware is treated like junk.
Ah, so that's what you're doing.
I already have a TV in my cottage, so it doesn't have to be non-portable device. I'll settle for anything.
If you do find something, let me know. I'll help you carry it back to your cottage.
yep.
Yeah, I will.
Ah, what a good deputy. But I don't want to play video games for a while. I'd rather not be reminded of the previous incident.
So here's my thought. If they were smart, they would get Soda to help set up a series of cameras in most of the common areas, set up kind of like a tracing protocol so they could go back and check archive data to find out who killed people very easily.
He's a mechanic, not a programmer.
But you wouldn't have to program that much. You just need to basically
Anything to be automatic needs to be programmed.
It sounds like a lot of the camera equipment is pre-set up for that kind of thing. So
Where'd you get that idea?
Because he said it's set up for that. He said
said-
it's set up for spying on people and recording it.
Yeah, but like, can't it just be a small thing that's just always on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then how would it be automatic?
No, I'm saying automatic isn't always on. It automatically records. So it just like there's a recording device plugged into the system.
Isn't that just every recording device?
Yes. So I'm saying surveillance showing up on a monitor so you can see what's happening, and it's being recorded. So you can have someone watching the cameras, and you can go back and check archive footage.
That sounds like a very complicated endeavor.
It's not.
On a deserted island? In real life, no. But on a deserted
It sounds
island?
like you have at least two people who are familiar with hardware, electronics, and who understand the system. And you have someone who's very book savvy and probably can learn it very quickly.
Who's that?
Sonia. She speaks how many languages? We can teach her C# in a week.
Alright, well, we'll figure out what's up with the movie theater next time when we return to Dangaronpa 2 Titty Typhoon.
Why? Just... Why?
Bye-bye!
Hi there. It's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay. I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.